Yo, Punt Talk, episode 4. Let's go. I know you can't see me, but I'm pumping my fist right now. All right, if that song doesn't get you pumped up for episode number 4, I don't know what does. So, episode 4, trades, fantasy football trades. We had a crazy trade happy week in BYOB. All of them are absolute dog shit trades, but we're going to talk about them. First of all, this is how I envision this first trade I'm going to tell you going, okay? So, Adam Dominguez, all right? This has been, we've had a long time since our last podcast, guys, and I've really been trying to figure out a way to present this, but I'm just going for it. So, Adam Dominguez, right? So, Adam Hellman, little Hellman, my brother, probably, this is how I envision this trade going down. We're going right into this, okay? This is how I envision this trade going down. He is just texting Adam nonstop, just stuffing that trade inbox with trades. And he's like, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? And I think Dominguez finally just said, holy fuck, dude. Here, just take him. Like, it's fucking fantasy football, man. Holy fuck. Like, here, have him. Like, this is how I envision this trade going down. So, first of all, Chris, because for some reason Chris has, he's had Thielen for a while. He's got some crazy hard on for Thielen. He gets Zeke Elliott and Thielen and Elijah Moore, whatever, for Hillard and Tyreek Hill. Hillard is Derrick Henry's backup. So Adam Dominguez has Derrick Henry and wants Hillard. Okay, Hillard had a good week 1. Wants to get a little handcuff, I guess. So he gets Tyreek Hill and Hillard for Ezekiel Elliott, Adam Thielen, and Elijah Moore. Whatever. I mean, obviously, I always look at trades like whoever the best players got the best part of the deal. So obviously, by far, Tyreek Hill is the best in this trade. So obviously, Adam got the better part of the trade. It's always how I look at trades. I don't know why I give out my information in these damn podcasts because I know I'm going to send a trade and they're going to be like, no, fuck Neil. The out of these 6 guys, like the guy that you're getting is the best. So fuck that. I'm not doing this. I don't know why I give out my secrets in the podcast, but whatever. So Adam Dominguez gets Henry's backup, but then 2 minutes later, guys, 2 minutes later, another trade goes through. Trade gets pushed through. I mean, the lines, the headquarter lines was just been going off the hook last week. I mean, the trade lines were crazy in this league. So Adam Dominguez gets Hillard. 2 minutes later, he ships Derrick Henry. Now that trade for Adam is not looking great. Why do you want Hillard if you don't have Henry? He gave Henry to my brother for Kareem Hunt and Hollywood Brown. That is it. Kareem Hunt and Hollywood Brown for Derrick Henry. I don't know if Adam knows this, Dominguez, but there's this guy in Cleveland. His name is Nick Chubb. He's really fucking good. Why you swapped Hunt and Henry is like crazy. But whatever. Like I said, it was probably out of an annoyance trade. He probably was like, Adam, shut the fuck up. Here you go. Take Henry. I don't fucking care. Here you go. Have him. Like, that's how I envisioned that trade happening. But there was a lot of texts, chit chat the next week in our little group of guy friends, A lot of chatter about that trade. I mean, if you were in the text feed, one of the buddies in the text feed, one of the GGGs, and you don't look at your phone for an hour, you probably had 250 messages next time you looked at your phone. We were going pretty crazy about that trade. And then week 2 happens, and I went crazy and spent all of my waiver wire money on Tua. And I spent all my money on him knowing he wouldn't spend more than 4 days on my team. I literally got him for those teams that needed help. Like Chris, Jameis Winston. Apparently Chris is good with Winston. What the fuck, Chris? I must have sent the guy 20 trades. and couldn't get anything done. Ian's like, yeah, man, I'm 0-2. Let's shake it up. Let's do a trade. My team's not looking great either. Next morning, send him a couple trades, a couple text messages. Nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to stick with my team. Me and John had a blockbuster ready. And then for some reason, he woke up and said, I'm good, man. Like, I'm 2-0. I have the most points in the league. Why am I trading? Like, no, I'm not trading you. So it was just 3 or 4 days of misery, tears. I just couldn't. I was like, I just spent 53 fucking dollars on two and I don't even want them. Like, what's going on here? So I sent a trade to Champagne and Campaign to Smalls. I was looking at trying to get Terry McLaren. I wanted Terry, Scary Terry, whatever his nickname is, and he was like, no, we're good, man. We our running back or our wide receiver depth is bad. Like, we need to hang on to all our wide receivers. So then I said, well, what do you think about like Hunter Renfrow? And I sent the trade as I'm texting him and Lefty, like Hunter Renfrow, and I sent the trade. I don't even think before the message, like literally a second before the message sent and left my phone, the banner, the Yahoo like fantasy sports banner came out of my phone and said trade accepted. I'm like, holy shit. It's like, what's going on? Like, I mean, I know he's concussed, but what the fuck? So obviously Smalls' wide receiver depth wasn't hurting that much because he was able to get rid of Hunter Renfrow in a PPR league. But anyways, I spent $53 on Tua to get a concussed Renfrow because no one in the goddamn league wants to make a trade. And I was trying hard with like Joe and John to make like a blockbuster where like Allen and Murray and Allen and fucking Devontae Adams was involved, but nothing shaped up. Nothing shaped up. So I got a concussed Renfrow. That's okay. Had a couple other little like trades that no one even cares about. Um, Claypool and Garrett Everett for Elijah Moore. Another Chris involvement trade makes no sense. This one makes a lot of sense. Zach gave up Hawkinson for Knox. It's like the same fucking player. What the fuck? So stupid. So, anyways, yeah. So those are some trades, fantasy. Like I said, 2-1 in my Rooster and McNears league, which I love my team in that league. Just Jefferson's kind of pissing me off. I love Saquon. And then we got BYOB with the Burrows, and I do not like my team. I'm still looking for trades, and I am ready to trade Allen. I need to shake this team up. Let's see, we got any updates here? Ooh, Gallup. What's up with Gallup? Not playing Monday Night Football. Yeah, we know. So, yeah, this team is just. I got Allen. I got Najee. Najee, what the fuck are you doing, man? So, anyways, I don't know. Like, this team is. I'm looking at it right now, just kind of depressed. So we'll move on. But yeah, fantasy football year. Talk a lot about fantasy football here on the podcast. Had to open up that huge trade right out of the gates. So if I was talking fast or sounded excited, I apologize. But it was just like couldn't wait to talk about it, but couldn't find any time to do a podcast. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. This podcast I wanted to talk about. I think podcast 1. We did Punt Talk top sandwiches, top 5 sandwiches. Today we're doing Punt Talk top 5 breweries, Sonoma County breweries. If you haven't been to any of these, I suggest you check them out. This is strictly like, not necessarily beer, because my favorite beer comes in at number 4 for a place to go and hang out and get a beer and eat. It's just more about like hanging out, good vibes, good people that work there, a good place for the kids to hang out. So, number 5 is going to be the New Russian River in Windsor. It's a great spot. Pretty good food, whatever, pub food, bar food, whatever. But really cool, brand new building, nice big bar, 2 bars actually. They have one little bar that when you walk outside, right before you outside, there's like a little bar there. There's a nice big bar inside, a lot of seating, a lot of backyard area for the kids to run around. It's awesome. They do have this like one huge ass fallen like tree log, or what? It's like crazy, like it's almost like holy shit. Like the kids are climbing on it. You think their kids are gonna fall off and like really hurt themselves. But yeah, whatever. You just keep your eye on them, I guess. Oh yeah, go ahead, guys. Just climb that like 10-foot log. It's kind of weird, but they maybe think about enclosing that. But I don't know. It's like a staple there. All the kids just love climbing this log. But there's no parents right there hanging out. Could be a little dangerous, that's for sure. The Russian River comes in number 5. Number 4, my favorite beer, Hen House. So, both places have food trucks. They don't really have food, but both Petaluma and Santa Rosa, good vibes, good people that work there. Um, my favorite beer. But yeah, coming in number 4. Number 3 is Seismic in Sebastopol. I really like Seismic beer, and they got a really good spot to hang out. They got a pool table. They got some cornhole, really good outside seating right there in the Barlow. It's really nice. You can order food in the Barlow at this Japanese restaurant, I believe, and then Acre Pizza, and they deliver it right on a bike, deliver it to you right there at the brewery. So it's cool. Just go to the bar, order food with the bartender. They send it over to the restaurant, and then boom, it's there. Seismic in Sebastopol. Number 2, I've only been there once, but it's really cool vibes, really good spot. They don't have food, but I think there's like uh, a burger spot, or maybe they're doing their own little kitchen in the little spot next door in the parking lot. I think there's like a little like fast food ish burger joint going in. But Crooked Goat in Petaluma, it's a really good spot to hang out. They did a really good job with the place. Kind of like I like the atmosphere, I like the furniture. They got nice big couches in the back. They got like a two-sided bar. They got a bar up front and then a bar at the back. Really cool spot. And then my number 1 favorite spot to go, at least right now, and probably because it's new, is the Fog Belt in Healdsburg. Fog Belt does an amazing job with their food. We go to the one in Santa Rosa a lot, but the one in Santa Rosa is, it's right there on the corner. It's like, it's cool. It's a good spot, but it's like not super big. Not a lot of outdoor seating to hang out with kids run around. But this new place in Healdsburg, it's like right on a train station. They got a huge like, I don't even know what you call it, like the shipping crates that come over, the shipping. I don't know. It's like a huge ass thing. They turned into a kitchen. They like redid it, painted it up, turned into a kitchen. There's like a little trolley train there that they're gonna like redo and have a little bit of inside seating in the trolley train, which sounds cool. They got some good outdoor seating, really cool vibes, cool people that work there. And like I said, their food is great. Not my favorite beer. I do like Fog Belt beer, but not my favorite. But it comes in number 1 just because of their 2 locations. Good, great, awesome food, good atmosphere. So number 1's Fog Belt for sure in Healdsburg. Some honorable mentions is Barrel Brothers in Windsor. I love Barrel Brothers beer. They just don't have food. Kind of in like industrial area, not a lot of places for the kids to hang out. But there is word that they got a place downtown by Oliver's, and they're gonna open up like a kitchen and do a little like tap room kitchen. So that might crack the top 5. Definitely excited to see that. And then obviously honorable mention Lagunitas in Petaluma. It's really cool to like hometown Petaluma microbrewery. Doesn't matter where you go in the world. If you're drinking IPA, everyone knows what Lagunitas is or what they're about. Love Lagunitas. But the thing with me and Lagunitas is like I don't know if it's like an overkill or I don't know if it's like a overrated thing, but like I don't know, like it's just maybe clicky. There's just a lot of people there when I go there, and sometimes the vibe isn't like the best, I guess. I don't know. Like I like Lagunitas. It's a cool place to go hang out. Don't go there much, but I don't know. There's just always like so many goddamn people there, and the beer, like I like the beer, but to me, all of their beer tastes the same. You guys can comment in the comments, but I know there's been a lot of Facebook comments, and when I say that, I mean 0. But in the Facebook comments, let me know what you think of Lagunitas beer. Doesn't matter if I'm drinking their IPA or their daytime. I feel like or at least the aftertaste, it all tastes the same to me. It's crazy. But yeah, they're an honorable mention just because of who they are, right? And then Bear Republic in Runner Park. Don't go there too much, but that's a really cool spot, especially for families. A lot of outdoor seating right there on the lake there. But that's a cool spot, so gave them a little honorable mention. But yeah, if you have any questions about Sonoma County breweries or beer, let me know. Like I think me and Ashley have been to every single one in Sonoma County, so we love our breweries, we love our beer. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But that's my Punt Talk episode 4, my Punt Talk rankings, top 5 local breweries, and like I said, not necessarily beer, just like the brewery itself with the food, the atmosphere. So So lastly, before we get going here, I just want talk. Working on the golf course is funny sometimes. Like obviously you get like these calls you get all the time, right? Like, hey, can I get a tee time first thing tomorrow morning? And it's like, yeah, I got a 6:30. I'm thinking like 9 or 10. Like, what? You said first thing in the morning. 6:30? No, okay. You get I love the weather calls. Like, I love them. Like, hey, I got tea time later today. We're coming in, just from down the road, coming from Santa Rosa. Just wonder what the weather's like there. What the weather is like here? It's 85 degrees and nice, or it's pissing down rain. Well, what is it in Santa Rosa? Yeah, it's raining here too. Well, yeah, no shit. Like, hey, hey, I live on the other side of the freeway. What's the weather like over there? What? You live 5 minutes away? What's the weather like? It's, it's raining there, but it's 105 here, man. It's tropical rainstorm. It's crazy. I don't know. Some of the phone calls are just nuts. And we had this guy come in the other day, and we have these beers like on special. Like we're trying to get rid of some beers. Um, and this guy comes in. I think we had like an IPA from Barrel Brothers, like Naughty Hops or something on special for the week. And he's like, can I get one of those special beers, the Naughty Hops? And I don't even think the snack bar girl got this like halfway out of her mouth. She was just like, oh, sorry, we're all out of. You suck. He's like, can I get one of the Naughty Hops? Oh, sorry, or you suck. I was like, Jesus, man. But anyways, he's like, I'm just gonna take it easy today anyways. I'll just have a dad pants, I guess, And she turns around and get a dad pants, and he goes, actually, give me 4. So much for taking it easy, I guess. But it's just, I don't know. Like you see a lot of crazy people and like what's going on in the world right at the golf course. It's nuts. Like I deal with people all over the map. Like it's just crazy. So we had this guy too that came in last weekend in his pajamas, and he wanted to know if I could sell him a full wardrobe. He had, like you guys, you want to envision this, okay? I know you can. Like a long long t-shirt to his knees with a front chest pocket like on his pec, like a calculator or a pen pocket on his chest. T-shirt down to his knees in like plaid, nice looking, comfortable pajama pants and slippers. Do you guys have a wardrobe you could sell me? This is all I have. Well, we have shirts, we have hats, shoes, socks. I got a couple pairs of shorts and pants, but I think they're all like 34. I don't I don't know if you're gonna fit in them. But he looks around a little bit, and he's like, I think I'm good. I think I got something in the car. And he's driving over. I see him on the first tee in his long to his knees t-shirt, you know, pajama pants, slippers, just sitting there with his hand on his hip on the first tee, ready to tee off. Like gets up there, rips one down the fairway, and he's playing in his pajamas. Oh man. Lastly, the other thing I saw going to work the other day, and I'll call this podcast quits for the next one. But I was driving to work, and this woman was driving this truck, and she had a license plate, and the license plate was MEH space MOM. So she's a meh mom, and the license plate frame said I'm a good mom, and on the bottom in parentheses wherever it said barely. So I'm a good mom, barely. And their license plate is meh mom. Like who advertises that you're like an average? I'm a C minus mom. I don't go the extra mile for my kids, I make sure they're fed, I make sure they go to sleep, and I make sure they wake up. But as far as anything else goes, don't count on it, buddy. I don't go the extra mile for my kids. Who advertises that? No, I'm a meh mom. Oh, jeez. Well, anyways, podcast 4. It's been a while, guys. Want to talk a little trade talk? We had a lot of trades last week. Um, Hopefully, when we talk next week, I have another 2 victories in my leagues, and hopefully, I have a crazy trade to talk about. I'm still looking for that blockbuster. BYOB, if you're listening, Allen is never off the table. As much as I love the man, he's never off the table. But all right, guys, take it easy. Punt talk number 4. Have a good one. We're out.